EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Buffalo Bills and the London Monarchs. Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack. A lot of talk the other day about them wanting to quiet this home crowd early and often. Very first play of the game, they do just that.
You're exactly right about that, because that's often a conversation when you go on the road and you travel. Hey, let's take the crowd out of it. What a great way of doing so by putting the quarterback on the deck.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. And taken right on the 30. A big kick there. 6 yards on the punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Love's throw complete there to Moore. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It's a pickup of 17 on that one and a Bills 1st down.
I know we just saw a nice throw and catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Love now to pass on 1st down. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Love, they go play action now. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. And when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Nick Bosa, now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility, the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
And some room to maneuver. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. They had quite a hole to dig out of there on 3rd and long. Not able to get the first, but a pretty good-sized run.
A really good run, but how much confidence do you have in your next play call that you can sell to the head coach? Let's go get it on 4th down. Do you really have a play you believe in, or are you just hopeful? And you got to sell it to the big man before it gets called.
They'll try and throw for it here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. So they give it up just on their side of midfield. And, yeah, I mean, a surprising decision there to go for that.
Must have a lot of confidence in his defense. Must feel like, hey, we're in great shape here because our defense can hold them, because they're really outside of field goal range now, right? The opposite team. So if you hold them here, you haven't given up any points. You may give up a punt and you're pinned down a little bit, but must have thought it was an okay spot to go for it and decided to be aggressive.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Love now. He'll find Lazard here over the middle. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
It's a gain of 6. First down.
Let's go.
Jordan Love ready on 1st down here. He's got a man here. It's Montgomery. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That one goes for 24 yards. Here we go now on 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Jordan Love, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
The throw over the middle taken in. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. That catch, by the way, kind of noteworthy. It's number 764 in his career. Ties him with Hall of Famer James Lofton.
And he's done it just as James Lofton did in his career. Smooth.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And they rattle off a big one. 41 yards. On 1st down, Whitfield, and he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Monarchs are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From the 10. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. That's now a 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And I could see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And this is going to be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Looking to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. They'll look to throw here. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
Here we go. A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
Yellow, go. Light blue. Black shot.
They'll look to throw again. And his throw here is incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've kind of run out of your running plays. Fire another one into the end zone.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Throw, 52.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Dexter Lawrence able to bust free and get to the quarterback. On 4th down, Mike Vrabel says, let's get 3 out of this. He sends on the field goal unit. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
Well, Charles, I think you'd have to call that a win for the defense after the turnover already in field goal range, and they had to settle for 3.
Yeah, Bean, the beautiful part is you start so close to the end zone that your thought process on offense has to loosen up a little bit because you're thinking to yourself, you're almost guaranteed 3. Let's take some good shots at the end zone and try and turn it into 6.
Here we go.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Okay, Frank.
First down, going to the air with Love. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Called out a very strong gain of 24.
Ready?
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. A reminder coming up at halftime. We'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. Moore, the man in motion.
Ready?
On 1st and 10, Love. Johnson's got it complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Now, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Number 38.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Yellow, 1.
They'll try the middle with Montgomery. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal. We often give credit to the O-line there. Two tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
His pass caught at the 4. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Ultra.
They'll run for it with Montgomery. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. About a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Ready, set.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Jordan Love, as the first half is winding down.
And the Bills have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
Now the try here for the point after. And that makes it 14-10.
The score, Bills 14, Monarchs 10.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And the play goes for 19 yards, gives them a new set of downs.
They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
Smash, red. Field, black.
They're going to look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got a man, complete.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
So we've reached halftime with the visiting Bills taking the lead to the locker room. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. From the 6. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 40, right around the 39, so solid starting field position. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. From the 41, Love. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Bradley Chubb from that outside linebacker spot gets in there. It's a loss of 9. And that'll be marked down as their first sack of the game.
Well, they had 6 last week. And this offense did its homework, didn't it? Because they saw all that pressure, and they really worked hard to tamp it down and beat it back. And they did a great job in the first half. But now they've gotten their first sack here in the second half. Look out. They'll try to increase the pressure.
Third and long for Love. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 35. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the third quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Let's go.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Moore, the man in motion. Going back to Love. Over the middle, complete. That's Johnson. And the Bills are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll run with Montgomery. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
On 2nd and goal. Love. Throwing middle, and it's complete. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Here's Love. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Their defense did its job, forcing the takeaway there to start the half, and now can the offense follow suit?
And you'd better believe that one side of the ball feeds off the work of the other, so they'll want to come out, establish some rhythm, and go down and take the lead.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll drop to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
On third down, he'll drop to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Back to Montgomery on 2nd down.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
56 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Here we go, set.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Hey, computer.
Montgomery is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3.
The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Deontay Johnson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Bills get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 21-10 game.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Here we go.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. He'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. It's a gain of 35. But that last throw, Charles, puts him over 15,000 yards passing now for his career.
And Brandon, they're not going to stop the game and give him the game ball here, but that's still a pretty impressive number. And he's got plenty of more good football ahead of him. Although I would say the team should give him a game ball after it's all over.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Whitfield. Fighting through, and he's got space. Touchdown! A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Monarchs have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long, because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize
he rifles one that's intercepted. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. From the 10. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets 1st downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those 1st downs, keep possession of the football.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll go to Montgomery to try to wind some clock. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Throwing. Love. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Bradley Chubb able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And he'll be out of
of bounds across the 30-yard line. 51 yards on the punt there.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Okay, right.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find the end zone here. A field goal doesn't help them much. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. This offense so far on 3rd down, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Well, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Now a give running right is Montgomery.
And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Ready.
They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
83 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Extra point attempt to follow here. And the lead is up to 14.
Makes the score Bills 30, Bulldogs 16.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
And they take a knee. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills, and a little bit of a surprise they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ballgame.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now let's face it, they'll be very happy that they pulled this off, but they do know that in the future they've got to work on taking care of the football because this won't happen very often.
So for the Bills, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for the home team here, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts.